Hey, Orange One here. So I'm adding in audio post-production again.
Even having repelled the Baron's attack, we're still stuck in this desert until we get enough fuel. So while the others are preparing the Aurora for departure, me, Gül, and Amir must sneak into the oil terminal and steal a railway tank full of fuel. We must open the gate from the inside, so that our guys could hook the tank to the rail car and roll it out before any of the Baron's men notice them. Gül and Amir are going to be waiting for me near the terminal.
So yeah, this episode is not really me going to the terminal. It's more of just going around and clearing out the last of the places. You know, I really like place-based stories, and there was a number of places all over the map that I hadn't explored. I'm sure I missed some because I didn't look for them when we were at the lighthouse, but I think I got most of it covered. My cat just jumped on my lap. She I think might be a little bit hungry. I fed her, but she's been on like a little bit of diet, you know. She like was weighing, gosh, almost, I think it was 15 pounds. And I mean, she's a big cat, kind of a lanky, larger cat, but should not be weighing that much.
We're breaking camp, people.
Don't forget to check your gear and prepare before you set out.
Maybe we could still negotiate with them.
I tried that already. No dice. It takes women as payment.
Yeah, sounds like a bandit.
Fixing to leave already, but I can't stop thinking about the slaves the bandits kept at that dismantled ship. Just imagine, if you hadn't helped them, they'd still be locked up there with no hope. Thank you for being you. So tired of this dust. Can't wait to get out of here. Don't take dumb risks there. I need a live husband, not a dead hero.
See, with like all the indications, I thought that we were gonna get the good ending here, but I didn't. I just recorded the next episode and didn't work out.
Aren't that good? Can't build much of a pressure, so I don't expect leaks. Seepages. Once we get far enough, we'll move the pipes to the roof and then replace them with proper metal ones.
Well, you're on top of things, having so many spare parts, Blin. Even pipes. And you brought them from Moscow.
It never hurts to have more spares. Besides, I just knew they'd come in handy. Hansa supplied every sortie so well, we could build a second engine with the spares.
Yeah, we could build a second one, but didn't have enough to fix the first at the Volga.
Well, you can't foresee everything.
I've forgotten what I was talking about. I got completely distracted by them. Oh yeah, we didn't get the good ending. I thought I freed all the slaves that I could see, but apparently there's slaves that you have to specifically go up to their cages and free them. And we didn't do that, unfortunately. Like, so we don't get the good ending.
Well, it's all gonna be okay now. We can't lose now that we have water. You guys did great.
Artyom, watch out while on the mission. We'll be praying for you.
Come on, it's Artyom we're talking about. He's made of steel. Just listen to him walk. But yeah, man, you'd better keep both your eyes open out there. The cavalry will be there in the nick of time, of course, but don't go taking unnecessary risks.
Speaking of not taking unnecessary risks, it's always good to do a little gun care. You know, I actually should have probably done that before going into the terminal, but I don't think I did. That just seems unnecessary, you know, that large magazine for that gun. and it's gonna affect the stability of the gun. I'd rather have a more stable gun. It seems like they've built it towards like a stealthy, like assault weapon, like a, you know, assault rifle, but the T-car is not an assault rifle. Not with the way we're playing it. We can't be running and gunning with that thing. But from what I remember, we've been collecting a lot of, I think it was rifle ammo for the Kalash. I think I picked up a Kalash. Yeah, I did. You know, I just saw a post by someone complaining about the lack of weapons in the game. But how can you complain about the lack of weapons when there's all these weapon modifications that change the basic statistics of them, you know? Like, you can have a single-shot sniper rifle, you can have a 3-shot sniper rifle with the revolver pistol, or even an 8-shot with the pistol revolver turned into a rifle. I mean, it's not got as much range on it as the actual proper sniper rifle, which I have no idea why they don't let you change it out. Oh, caution. I was, yeah, there's gonna be some abrupt cuts. It's gonna happen quite a bit in this recording. I was just running around between places, and it's probably 2 hours of gameplay condensed down into about 50 minutes, or maybe even more, maybe even like 3 hours of gameplay. So to get rid of all that, I did a lot of the, you know, random traveling. Without recording it. This is really close to, it's like on, gosh, I want to say it's the northwest part of the map. After you deal with the spiders, when you're on that road out from there, and you go up near the slave ship, it's like just right by there. I think when I was doing my post-production, I'd said something about this spot. I saw the ladder and I was like, oh man, I could have gone up there, but I just didn't see it when I was playing. Like, that's the thing about this game, is that it's so eclectic and there's also all this junk, and so I feel like it's super easy to miss things. And they do make the ladders nice bright yellow to stand out, but it doesn't always help. You gotta love that weather effect. But now that I heard about how the sky just rotates when you see it like that, it just bothers me a lot.
Hey, don't get all tense here. If we wanted you dead, you'd wake up dead already. No two ways about that, huh? Hell yeah! So don't you worry, pal. Saul wants to make you offer, so listen.
So, here we meet again. Did you forget how you knocked me out back then? I sure remember. My head still hurts, you see? I also remember that you didn't kill me when you could. So here you go. 8 bullets in the cylinder, you see? Cost me 2 tons of water, so be gentle with it.
Wait, like literal tons?
Foreplay. Time for business. I figure you'd want to know why I rushed you then. Do you know our Baron? Well, I basically had him on a plate already, you see? I spent 5 years sucking up to him and roughing up the damn locals for him. I even got his custom van for that service. Ah, don't sweat it. You can keep it. I have more than one car. So, to cut to the chase, I almost lost that crazy witch on his ass. She was supposed to whack him, and I had all the preparations in place. Rast, vach, tiri, tanki, you see? And that's the moment you guys choose to arrive at. Train and all. The Baron, with his paranoia, immediately decides that you are a new gang from the West. Out to get him specifically. And all my planning goes to the shitter. Lock all the doors, triple the guards, the whole shebang. That girl lost any chance of getting close enough to him. But now I think this might even be for the better. Besides, you just helped that girl out at the lighthouse and freed the slaves from the ship dismantling operation. Don't worry, we caught most of them by now. But still, that was a good distraction. Now the Baron is sure you're targeting his business too. In any case, I'll be frank. Neither you nor I are interested in Baron staying alive, so I say, whack him for good. You seem to be up to the task. I can still feel the thrashing you gave me. Consider the gun and the car in advance payment. If you do take Baron out, I'll make sure none of the boys take chasing you too seriously. Then we'll be even. If you fuck up, no skin off my back either. I'll just save the Baron from the evil gang out to get him, and he'll crown me by his own hand. So, think about it. You still have time.
So I could have sworn that he was going to, there was going to be some sort of like press E to interact with him, but I don't think that's the case. I was really confused here because I was just trying to figure out what I needed to do next. But yeah, I think I ended up leaving. Yeah. But it seems like when he's saying that, it's like, go interact with him, but... And he just stands there, you know? That's kind of weird.
Put the gun away, man. You'd be dead by now had we wanted you to. Now we're talking.
I do like how they have the holster mechanic. But like I've said before, it should actually be holstered, not just like you holding on to it. Because I would not trust someone who's still got their gun out, you know? But then again, maybe that's me from a privileged position pre-apocalypse. I mean, have you heard that one theory about the how we already are robots have already taken over the world, that like the internet's like sentient and controlling us all? So maybe we are post-apocalypse. The world has already ended.
Everyone, the Baron is about to speak. Listen up, everyone. The Baron is speaking. We're going to have a grown-up conversation, yes, gentlemen. So move your tribals away from the radio. Dan, good. It has come to my attention that Shelby told people that I should not have burned Sweaty, and that Sweaty was an okay guy, and I overreacted over some stupid shit we invented for the tribal. Who cares if he got dropped within the slave's sight and took a leak into the holy flame? Well, I have just put Julian down. Nothing could be done about that. Those of you who he owes can get remuneration from his wife. She's worth it. So, to avoid further incidents like this, I gotta tell you people something here. Especially the new one. Tell me, why do the tribals obey us? Is it because they fear us? It's partly it. But fear before man is no healthy root. When your flame bayonets. But the power supported by bayonets and faith is eternal. This is what you have to always keep in mind, gentlemen. Why I always say, if you see a slave that does not worship the holy flame, kill him. It is a loss, but it will undoubtedly pay off. Remember, this is what the holy flame wants, what the universe wants. And I want to make sure that we have no more misunderstandings concerning this. As you were, everyone.
Yeah, I think I just included that conversation. There wasn't really anything here. Yeah. I don't know, I disagree with the Baron there. Nothing's eternal. Like, you can do what you can to make things last, but it's not gonna last for forever. But I'm sure that's not what he really meant. I like how they shot us through the window, but the window's like not any more broken than it was. Like, this vehicle, as cool as it is, it's kind of annoying that it doesn't fall apart and need like actual repairs, you know? Like, seeing how like you need to keep your guns up and running, you would think that you'd need this. Ooh, look at that shot. That was a good shot. But yeah, you would think that you'd need to repair and keep this in good shape. Could have sworn that we were being shot from up there, but I didn't see anyone. It is also kind of hard to see people through that smoke. I figured that was hurt, and that we might as well try and take him out. And when we hear that dude, it's like, okay, you're pretty close. You don't know where we are. Maybe we can do this sneakily. Yeah. Perfect. See, this is why I like recording not live, is that I can, in these situations, not have to like talk and shoot. Like, God, that is so hard. I don't know how anyone does it, you know? Like, I remember I used to watch, like, Splattercat a lot, and he would always say, I'm bad at games, but then he would do, like, these amazing things while recording it live, and it's like, dude, like, I would need to do that 10 times to get that result, you know? But I've been looking a little bit online about people playing in, like, the Volga, seeing how I've done the Volga. And actually just now seeing how I've completed the Caspian, I watched a little bit of what people were doing online. And God, it's so crazy how many people play on like a low difficulty, and the game just is like, it's just so much better with this difficulty. It makes you feel like you're actually in the world. Like, there's so many clips of people just like going bananas, shooting up everything, and it hardly does any damage, you know? But yeah, this is kind of like, it's pretty close to the terminal. It's like on the way to the terminal, so it's kind of on the eastern part of the map. It's like one of the areas that the roads cut through. And gosh, I spent so long trying to figure out how to get up this tower. It's kind of a janky tower. And I had scouted things out a little bit, so I kind of knew where people were. I decided not to include the scouting out, though. That dude, like, looked straight ass, but we're just too far away, you know? I wonder if, like, the amount of light you're in affects stealth, because I know like there's the visibility meter, which is like visible, not visible. It's kind of like a binary thing. Nice. But I wonder if it's not a binary, if it gives them like a certain percentage to see you or not, you know? See, that's what I'm talking about. Those nice shots. Actually, in recording, I think the next episode, I accidentally hit one of the buttons on my mouse which changes the DPI, and I was doing so much worse in shooting, and I didn't know why. I was just not accurate enough, and it's really frustrating me. Because normally I've got this mouse that has software so it changes color when you change DPI, but sometimes when you start the computer back up it just recognizes it as a generic mouse and it doesn't realize it's one of the recon mouses, and so it doesn't change color but it still changes the DPI. And it's really easy right now because it's like green is the setting that I've been playing on for quite a while. But then I couldn't tell what color I was on. It's kind of hard in-game to get a scale for that, you know? I personally don't use a lot of the space on my mouse pad, and I don't know, like, maybe it's just my physical setup. I don't have enough like cord or wire to really use a full mouse pad with the way my computer is set up with the wires to my desk. But that would probably help with my accuracy. I'm just so used to using like maybe like a 6x6 inch space with my mouse. I don't know. How about you? Do you use the mouse like in a small space or a big space? Because I know it varies a lot with people on their preferred amount of spacing. But see, this is just a weird janky way of getting up here and it's kind of unclear. It's like, yeah, coming down from there I see it, but going up it was just impossible. There's no way I was gonna find that, you know? I think I'm just about done with this location. I'm not sure why I included this part, maybe just to show you a little bit more about where they live. And there's no books that I found, no radios. And this seems like a spot that would have a radio, but I couldn't find it, you know? I wish we could drive these real cars. Like, our van's like pretty cool and all, but why, oh why would you just only allow one vehicle? I don't get it. Like you saw like the Baron's men driving their vehicles, so you know it's definitely possible. Like they're animated moving, so I don't know. That one ran away. The one that got away, right? But now it's cleared the path to our car so we can get to the car and get back on the road. And look at that color. It's like blue. It's like totally like the green place in the Fury Road. Like this place at night has such a bluish vibe to it. Which, by the way, I love. I love when places add like that. Oh, and when we pulled the car over, it was kind of moving. So, yay for bugs!
Listen up, everyone. The bad. No. Piss off. Sure. I don't want everyone. Let this boys have some sleep. There's stuff to do tomorrow. It's that piece of shit. Carnival. Yes, it's crazy that I want. So that one, that comic would do too. Yes, you'll do. You, the asshole driving around in your car, killing my boys. You motherfucker, listen to me. So you keep driving around looking at how we live. So how do you find it? You probably think that we are tyrants. beasts even. And you are some kind of hero, are you, huh? Liberating the oppressed with that cube, the witch. But I see you are not a complete idiot. So you do understand, deep down. You do understand. There is no other way. Man is a beast. A beast. You just let the man run free, and it's a murder spree. Remove the restraint of power and law, and everything. Dance to the law of the jungle. It's always a bloodbath. A total bloodbath. There must be power. Must be law and order. Belief. Civilization. Don't you see? Because without law, without God, everything is permitted. When they bring a new slave in, he's a total savage. They live in fucking caves now. Forgot everything. What do they get? Life as a hungry ape. A bunch of sickly kids. Death in a demon's stomach. That's it. I give them purpose. They work. They serve. They build. They build a civilization. And you want to destroy it, motherfucker. Destroy my civilization. You piece of shit. Fuck you. You get what I mean. Hit that town while you can.
Sorry, I totally walked away from him mid-conversation. I think you get the gist of what he's saying, though. Just trying to justify, you know, the ends justify the means. I mean, I get where he's coming from. They're just trying to survive. But at the same time, doesn't mean that they deserve what they have and what they've taken, you know? Like, sure, you do some unethical things when the world ends. I get that, but you gotta, like, come back from that, you know? That's like the whole Walking Dead thing. And he's, like, not really made any attempt to come back from that. He's just kind of embraced just being an evil, like, mob boss, basically. With no one to check him. I guess we're a pretty deep sleeper, huh?
Shit. Why did I have to get so fucking wasted?
I like this. I really like how, like, you go to sleep and then you wake up and there's just bandits, like... See, I even said that one episode, like, ooh, that looks like a place worth checking out, and I almost went there before going to Gule, because I thought there might be a bed in there, and I was totally right. There was totally a bed in here. But I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting these guys just to be... this to be like their spot, their hangout spot. Oh look, he's watching TV. See, because there was a TV like in front of him. I don't know if I'll be able to, if I look back that way, but... See, there's that TV just down there at the end of the boat. It looks like there's no other bandits around. I was just checking it out just to make sure that we're in the clear. I'm sure there's a book around here, I just couldn't find it. And there's that book right in front of us. There's a lot of books at this location, but who's to say which one you can actually pick up or not? They're kind of hard to know. They kind of blend in a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't think... do I even make an edit here? Because there's this spot. Yeah, I don't think I really make an edit. I think I died a couple times in my attempts, so it might be a little bit jagged at those points where we loaded it up. But this place is a pretty cool one. This is definitely one I would recommend going to. I'm being a little bit quiet because I'm just waiting for the actual dialogue to start up.
Nah, there's nobody around. Who'd even go here and what for? Would any tribals help their own?
Look, why don't we just off the fucker? Why do we go to all the trouble for a piece of shit?
Did you like that? I really liked doing that takedown. I felt like a Far Cry takedown almost. Oh yeah, it was actually, no, it was at this point that my mouse had gotten messed up because I was trying to do this shooting and my shooting was just off. And it looks like it's fine with that first shot, but trust me, it's a little sketchy.
Place here, these fuckers. Yeah, they could have been working at the rig all this time. We're short on hands there. Yeah, a shame we had to go to town that time. So many slaves totally wasted, huh? Well, the sons of bitches had it coming.
God, that guy's voice is just like, you don't sound like a thug, you know? Is it just me, or was it the other guy that had that voice? And it just switched over to this dude now. Who's, I don't know, reading rocks. God, the T-car. If it wasn't for that, everyone would know exactly where we are right now, and we wouldn't be able to do... Well, see, my shots are a little bit off. I don't know if that actually killed that dude, or if it just knocked him over. I mean, it looked like it killed him, right? See that shot? Totally missed. And, like, part of me wonders if that dude was the guy that we shot earlier, if it's a new dude. Might be able to tell, actually. It looks like I can see one body there. Oh, there we go. There's that headshot. Impatient, you know? I freaked out a little bit because someone said they see us, and they sound like they're to our side. That dude I think we took out. See, this is when I'm very grateful for collecting all the ammo. Oh dude, he just surrendered. He just said I surrender. I'm sorry, I think I talked over it. But I heard it when I was playing. That's another thing, is that when you're talking, you don't hear everything. It's funny how all the bandits are like very honest about surrendering, you know? If I was a bandit, I'd trick some people by pretending to surrender. They're very honorable bandits, I guess. I think I scavenged a little bit at this point because the music's gone away. I'm pretty sure we're done with combat. But we're not getting any save point. That sound's coming from oh, those decorations that's hanging. Did you hear my cat just meow the other? She just jumped on my lap and again was meowing at me. Oh, there's actually other tribals here. I was wondering because they said these, you know, people got a nice place, but I can only see one, you know? Yeah, I think I just loot this place a little bit before I go talk to the dude. Yep, I think there's two different people, that first and second person we shot right there. Well, that's good to know. That one dude, we did shoot one shot. I don't know how. We did shoot him, I guess, in the head from the back. I'm so stupid here, I didn't look carefully. Should have been a little bit more aware. I actually have seen someone in this cave get stung by that snake in a GIF. So I should know, like, hey, don't just like blindly go charging into caves. Kind of pointless though, because it's like at this point we've cleared things out, you know? There must be a way to get onto that one ship, but I can't figure it out. I was so confused when I heard that sound, I couldn't figure out what. I thought it was like a bug. It was actually this dude shooting himself. The guy that we just saved. And yeah, it makes no sense. It's like, wait, what? If you look at the collectible in the diary, he killed himself. Yeah, so it looks like everyone else that was with him died, so he just decided to kill himself. Kind of tragic.
What is going on with the airfield? The boys are saying it's crawling with freaks. How long has it been since I told you to clear it out and collect all the usable stuff, especially the gun? Why the fuck is the whole
Sorry about that. My hard drive just made that sound. It's been plugged in for like the whole recording. It's actually been plugged in for like a while.
Just tell me so. But if you think you can do it, produce the result. Otherwise, it might be taken as you disrespecting me. As you were, everyone. The Baron has spoken.
Okay, yeah, now I went to the airfield. The air tower. I think is in the southeast part of the map. This is what he was actually talking about. The Baron was just talking about, like, hey, go get the resources. There's all this stuff in here. Like, I know there is. Like, I don't understand why you guys haven't gone in yet. But I think I had to kill a couple mutants around here, so there's a few mutants just chilling. It's kind of funny how the ladder has the things to like go into a wall, but there's no wall underneath there. So yeah, you can see there's this zip line that goes from up there down to here. And we've got demons. Looks like maybe a nest for the demons right up there. And we've got that hangar over there. I figured, you know, it looks pretty clear going to the hangar. See what I mean? Those little supports that right by the rungs on the ladder. But yeah, it looks pretty clear going to the hangar, but then again, you know, human animals could be hiding in the sand. Like they do, you know? God, this hangar is... it's frustrating. Let's just say that. There's a tribal there, actually. Which I didn't catch at first. I thought it was just some survivor or something. But yeah, I think at this point, you know, whenever they give you a checkpoint in a place like this, that's not a good sign. It's like I'm just randomly exploring. You think I'm gonna die? Seems like you think I'm gonna die. Look, there. Another person. I do know where they're coming at because of how many times I've had to try doing this. So many T-car shots. Yeah, no scope them. But you can hear there's tribals outside. They're actually shooting at us. So the first time I cleared this place out, I tried to just come out with my gun holstered, and they just straight up shot me. And I feel like there's a way to sneak out of here. There's nuclear weapons, if you saw there, or some sort of bomb. It looked like, and maybe not nuclear, but there's some sort of bomb. We're getting radiation, so 1+1, you know. I was so sad because it's like we're cornered in here. We can't get out. And there's all these tribals outside. I wonder if this, you know, what we do here, if that's part of the reason why Demir didn't want to come with us. Sorry, I don't know if it counts as a spoiler or not, but I'm just so upset about it. It's like all I can think about. I spent so much time trying to be a good guy, and I wonder if we still don't get the good points, which will give us the good ending, or if we need to keep our crew together to get the good ending. I'm not really sure. Also, I've tried to fight these guys, and after doing that, someone just threw a grenade in the door. That's why I ran back. They say let's get out of here, but they don't run away. Like, I wonder if there's a way for you to just run away from them, but I couldn't figure it out, you know? It would just mowed us down in broad daylight. Or I don't know if this is daylight, dusk light, whatever. I mean, You guys should be using sniper rifles if you're getting sniped, is all I'm saying. Either that or closing the distance. The AI in this game is not too much of a challenge. It's kind of nice how you can look through your night vision goggles through a scope. Completely ridiculous. But it's nice, no, nevertheless. This night vision goggles, unless I'm mistaken, are like... I've never had any, but they look like little binoculars. You know? Oh yeah, in this place, I died many times to it as well. God, I use so many resources here. It kind of feels good. At the same time, it's like, I just wasted all of that. I just like sniped all those dudes. And sure, we got some stuff from there, but we didn't need to. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I was trying to be sneaky here. I was thinking, hey, maybe if they don't see my light, they're not gonna know where I'm at. It didn't really work out though, as you can see. It seemed to be able to detect where we're at pretty easily, pretty consistently. Yep, we're gonna take out the OP gun, because I'm scared. Our flaming rounds. God, they just sound so gross, you know? There you go. That one's down. I did see someone online saying that the humanimals might be a result of some sort of bioweapon. Same with the librarians. And that kind of makes sense. Because I've been saying, you know, how like radiation wouldn't cause these guys. It's like their FEV, you know. Which also bothers me as a biologist. It's like, wait, you got something causing mutations, but it's targeted mutations? Is it like CRISPR? Like, how does that work? It's like magic CRISPR. It's like magical properties and there's all these weird things in addition to targeted mutations, you know? By the way, CRISPR is pretty scary if you don't know what it is. Basically, the ability for people to change the genetic makeup of a living organism on a like base pair accurate level. So they could just like do all these kind of gene mods, and it actually is one of the things where people are saying, yeah, you could do that on people. It's relatively safe. You know, like all the other gene modding, it's like, no, a lot of them are going to die, or there's going to be off targets a lot of the time. And CRISPR is very accurate. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we're going to use that. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that scientist in China who gave that gene that helps you be resilient to HIV to those two girls, pretty sure he used CRISPR. Could be wrong about that though. Yep, I had a feeling. At this point I haven't played up to this part, so I'm just like flying blind. Hearing creepy crawlies. And like, yeah, I've got surround sound, which gives me a pretty good indication of what direction they are. But I don't know if they're up or down from us. Is shooting them in the heart killing them instantly? I feel like it is. He's about to throw a rock at us. Ooh, there we go. There's a nice Kalash with some weapon attachments. It looked like it had the heavy stock like what we've got on us right now. I think that metal grate may have had some stuff behind it. I should have checked, but... Do I check? Probably not. Doesn't look like I did. Just looking in all the corners. Because, you know, game developers and corners, there's a lot of them. I really like that. They also like tempting you with loot like that. Like, oh hey, look, there's this body here, come get it. Humanimal. There's this Gatling gun. That looked like another tribal. It seems like there was a fair amount of tribals living in this area. I don't know. I feel like almost dirty calling them tribals. It's like, yeah, I get they kind of reverted to being more simplistic in their lifestyle. But maybe they're like the Volga people. They're like, technology is bad. It caused the end of the world. We don't call them tribals. You know? Why are we calling these people tribals? Because they're not like white. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like, oh, these Russian people that are technophobic. You ain't fooling nobody, you animal. I see this half-8 tribal. See, now every time I'm saying it, it's like bothering me. Maybe I'm just too PC. There's a downed helicopter over there, by the way. That's why this whole building's crumbled, I think. I didn't actually go inside of it, though, because I was just kind of scared of trying to get over there and falling and dying and losing all this progress because we haven't gotten a quick save in forever. It's also part of the reason why I'm being a little bit wasteful with resources is just because I'm like, I don't want to die. I spent so long trying to clear this place out. I think the flashlight just flickers when you get to that quarter of the way down, just to give you an indicator. I thought I got a headshot there, but nope. I don't think that was a headshot though. But I'll take it, you know. I think that this place is just about done. It's kind of cool it's at the top though. I mean, judging by the time, I've only got a minute left, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're done at this point. Here you go. Shambler. Some nice attachments on it, probably. Good materials. More materials. That was like a picture or something, but I don't know. Looks like it's like those little medicine packets that you sometimes see. But yeah, that looks like a place to rest. I think I want to rest so is night for us trying to go in. It's not like we actually needed to, I don't think, because when you go to the headquarters, like pretty much everything's indoors, so it's all dark. but I didn't know that. So I thought, well, I'll just make it night for our final assault before we leave. But I think, aside from, you know, just this little part where the sky's spinning, maybe the Earth is flat, I don't know. Because that's what they say with the Flat Earth model. Well, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. This has been Orange One.